Hey, sorry about starting a little bit later. There was a lot of road construction happening. Usually goes to like 3:30 or 4. They're doing like some work on one of the side roads, so yes, they were doing some stuff today, and you could hear it very visibly. So I waited until everything was done with that, and then I was like, let's do this thing. So sorry about the delay. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this Q&A overtime stream. Again, we're not doing OT tonight, so I figure we're gonna do it right now. Do it for the before the Arizona-Kansas State game taking place at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works is like this. Fire away with the chat, any questions you might have. I'm just trying to get my headphones in, trying to find the headphone jack. Where'd the headphone jack go? Hang on. So, again, appreciate all you guys being here. Let me just skip my headphone jack in. Where'd it go? Hang on. Sorry about this, guys. Hang on. There it is. There it is. All right. I'm flipping on Indiana State. Yes, I am. I am flipping that game on. So, appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to do a little Q&A overtime. Oh, wait. Everything's red? Hang on. Let's try this. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's better. Maybe there was like some white balancing issue. Not sure what that was about, but Big Ten Network. It really all look red? Okay. Hopefully that's better now. If it's better now, let me know. It should be. It should be. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Any donation, get your question right away. Let's go the way I see them. I should also note that every donation counts toward you make the call. I'm going to decide which game we are calling. Florida, LSU, A&M, Notre Dame, Utah, Wyoming, or Vandy, South Carolina. This is the only day to vote on this one. So you have this stream and you have the next stream after with Kansas State against Arizona. So we're going to start the OT period. Every donation increases time we're on the stream. Before we do that, though, I'm going to spin the karaoke wheel, and then we will go from there. Zach, what I do appreciate you, man. I did see him with the news. I have not heard it yet. I have not heard it yet. Which game do you want, Zach? Appreciate you, man. I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want me to do? And we will start off with that. But let's spin the wheel first, and then we will get to all because we got a lot to cover in the chat tonight. So let's see what we got here on the wheel. For $25, again, $50 also any song you want me to on the karaoke list. $25 for the song that is half off, and the song that is half off today is It's Your Love by Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. So It's Your Love by Tim McGraw. You want A&M? All right, get you on A&M. Appreciate you, man. So It's Your Love by Tim McGraw is a song that is half off. So just keep that in mind. It's Your Love is the song that is half off. And how's it going, Cujo? Any games say yes, we're doing Arizona against Kansas State tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So that is the game plan. Arizona, K-State tonight at 9. Because of the late start time for that game, we're not doing overtime after the game, so I figure we're going to do it beforehand. So appreciate all you guys being here for this one. It's Your Love is the song that is half off. Have you seen today's video on Al Michaels? Alright, so that's the song that's half off. Alright, let's start this clock. Listen to the song. Appreciate you, man. And then let's get to everything in the chat. How's it going, Lightning? How's it going, everyone? Yeah, road work ahead. Yeah, I hope it does. Sure hope it does. Oh, Drew Gooden. Absolute classic. Absolute classic. Let's see what we got here. And then Mike with a tour. I'm guessing you want to vote on that one. Appreciate you, man. What is and what should never be. All right. Let's do that. What is and what should... He was kind of late. Yeah, but he was... The rule doesn't apply at that point. It doesn't apply at that point. Once you're a runner, that's it. Once you're a runner, that's it. Like, the fact he never thought, oh, wait, he threw 2 forward passes. It was a bizarre call by Al Michaels. Bizarre call. Number 3 song that day? Oh, man. Late 86. I'm going to go... The Next Time I Fall by Peter Cetera and Amy Grant. I don't think it's right, but I'm just going to go with that. Next Time I Fall, Peter Cetera and Amy Grant. All right. The new song. All right, here we go. And then the Lemon song. All right. Get you on. Appreciate you, man. Put to a vote. I mean, I knew he was going to make a song about this. I knew it was coming. Like, I knew this was going to come. But if I fire the employee, will they still be looked at negatively due to him being employed with them? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Obviously, they had no idea beforehand. I mean, obviously, they had no idea. Obviously, just when you have a PR guy, you can't be making stuff like that on regardless of what, like, you can't be Nets on the Ceiling. Ooh, good song. Right, it's almost like if I employ someone and that someone like perfectly clean record, and then that person goes and kills someone, I fire him. You can't really blame me because I had no idea. I had no idea before that. Like he would clean record beforehand. So all right. Yeah, his flow is good on this. Yeah, he's right on that. He is right on the money with some of this. All right, just watch the You Want to Know karaoke. Yeah, JJ McCarthy's birthday, or not birthday, baby, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely so cute, so cute. Right, can't believe how 50%. Right, exactly, so cute. Rome is a great name for a baby. It's so cute. Hey, I did karaoke. I did 3 of the songs. I'm gonna post the 4th later, but yeah, I did You Want to Know. I don't know how I did that either. I really don't know how I did that. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you how I did that. I have no clue. That was an act of God, the fact that I was able to hit those notes. Give my associates a dumb unless you knew the... Right, exactly. How much you want to donate to share the new logo? I can do 5. I'll do 5. Why not? We'll do 5 for that. We'll do 5 for that. Why not? We'll go 5 on that one. Mets gonna get Omei DeGrom tonight? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Right? Al Michaels never called an NFL till '86. You could tell with how he interpreted the rules that. All right, Led Zeppelin. What is and was and what is and what should never be. All right. Ooh. Score progression is interesting to start. Yeah, I had those. The steering committee, did they get announced? Wait, I didn't see that. Let's see. Okay, they just got announced. Okay, here we go. But let's see. Chiefs go 0-4 now. I think they'll lose to the Eagles, but I don't think they're going 0-4. Over how many times NBC's going to bring up on site football that Jade had a kid? Oh, at least 2.5. You've been invited to take the California post test for the LPD. That's awesome. Good for you, man. That is a great job. Good for you. Yeah, they caught it. Yeah, I'm glad they caught him. Ursuline season to cancel. Let's go, baby. About time. About time. Bears lost to the Vikings. More coaching, player mistakes, Minnesota better, or combo? I would be concerned with Caleb Williams. I'd be concerned with Caleb Williams and the coaching. Obviously, Ben Johnson made some bad decisions, but Caleb Williams just it's not there with him. It's just not there right now. The accuracy's off, the footwork's off. It's just not there. We got Michael Lefebvre. Show it. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Appreciate you, man. Just Sound Jumper not nominated. Ooh, okay, I'll have to check it out. Biggest story for tomorrow. For, what, Florida? Biggest story for Florida? I mean, everything? I mean, I have no confidence in that game tomorrow. I have no confidence in that game tomorrow. All right, let's show what Michael put on. Because they're trying to cancel their season after everything that's gone on with them. Which about time. And so they used the Notre Dame logo. Yeah, that's a sneaky good matchup. I'm doing all right, Keller. I'm doing all right, Keller. I'm going to get to everything else in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Oh, Sunday. Oh, what am I worried about Sunday? Oh, well, here's the Notre Dame logo. And then Michael made this logo with ChatGPT. It's kind of genius. I do love this logo. I do love this logo. I do love this one. That is a great logo. That is a phenomenal logo, actually. I do like it. How do you decide? Do you try to avoid the same matchups as last year? I mean, I leave it up to you guys. I'm fine doing the same matchups year in and year out, unless it's like big rivalries. Like we did Kansas State, Arizona last year. We did Bama, Wisconsin last year. I'm fine with it. it makes it easier for me. I've got the assets already. Right, the crying. It makes it a lot easier for me in terms of getting the assets in. So I'm fine with it. I'm more than fine with it. I don't try to avoid it. It's up to you guys. This is what you guys want. So I'm down with it. Martinez, when I have a chance to play for the Niners, yeah, obviously, Mac Jones is going to start for the foreseeable future, and I am very interested to see how that goes, seeing as he sucked with the Jaguars, and I never want to see him again unless it's playing against the Jaguars. Rob the Tour, John doesn't know which game do you want to get you on the call for it. Which game do you want me to do? Let me get you on the call. Is Ryan Poles the worst GM in football? I mean, the fact that he's, 15-38? He got an extension for some reason. 15-38, gets an extension, signs Jake Moody, does not address the kicker problem with Santos, even though we all knew there was an issue. And then to sign Moody as your competition. I mean, what are we doing here? Poles is so bad. Poles is so bad. You can't defend a 15-38 record. You can't do that. I feel like every single song... You want Florida, alright? I feel like every single song is just playing the high B. That robbery is big more just doesn't beat us, yep. Alright, man, for 13 months now, appreciate you, man. FIFA yesterday was crap when it came to the Visa pre-sale. The app was better than the website, but I got my application and wish me luck on to week 3. Yeah, I don't even know, like if I'm going to go to a game, I don't even know where it would go. Because they're not coming to Phoenix, so I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Yeah, it's like 3-16 against Hampton North. Yeah, that's a good sign. Okay, so senior committee. Options, okay. The fact that Brody's not... He literally was an MVP. How is Brody not on the list of guys on the senior committee? But Don Meredith is. It's like, really? All right. The movie Good Boy? I have not heard that movie. I have not heard that one, but sounds like an interesting premise. I'm going to close the poll here. $9 going to A&M. Biggest worry for Sunday. Okay, biggest worry for Sunday. I would say Rubber Ducky... Yes, Ernie Rubber Ducky charted in 1970. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. There's some Sesame Street songs that charted. Yeah, Lemon Song, Led Zeppelin. Biggest worry, I would say... I mean, it's got to be... It's got to be... Burrow, Chase Higgins. It's got to be... I mean, we got very fortunate that Carolina does have good receivers. I'm a bit worried about Tyson Campbell going up against some of those guys. Commercial that sometimes happens. That sometimes... I don't control that. That's all YouTube. That's all YouTube. Jim Marshall's on the list at least. You get rid of Santos for like supposed to be tuberculosis for cancer. Well, Santos is still there. Moody's just on the practice squad. Wonder if who's to break the Niners. Yep. He's still on the practice squad. If there are some good players on this list, there's also some guys where I'm like, really? What's the slate for tomorrow? Alabama, Wisconsin. Bama, Wisconsin is an option for 12 o'clock. 3:30 is Georgia, Tennessee. And then at night, we're doing one of those 4 games on the side, whichever game is highest rated by the end of this stream. Like, the fact that John Brody is not nominated, but Keena Turner is? Keena Turner's nominated? Like, why? Did Jake Moody get a second chance? I mean, a lot of kickers get a second chance, especially if they're drafted that high. And just on the practice squad, but obviously he's not getting a chance right away. I thought he was going to have to, like, sign on the preseason and just try and make it there. Like, some of these names that are on the list. For the Hall of Fame is... Anyone still this player? Jake Moody? Yep. Membership about the day before the Bulls game? Oh, man. You got the emojis in there, too. Keena Turner was a linebacker on the Niners back in the 80s. Yeah, rifle him with CBS. See, we got the lowest crew, but yeah. Herschel Walker, well, at least I get that as a... I get that. If it is pro, you want to count USFL stats, I at least get the fact that, look, there's 162 players, so it's not like we're now... It's not like we're saying he's one of the final 3. This is just, do you have a pulse? At this point, 162 is like, do you have a pulse? Pulse he's fired after the season? I mean, just got an extension. It's obviously fiction. He should have been fired last year, but he just got an extension. Yeah, this is 12 Bar Blues. Half the song's how much 12 Bar Blues. Look, I think this guy was solid, but Ernest Biner being on that list, again, John Brody was an MVP. John Brody literally won an MVP. John Brody finished his career as one of the all-time leaders in NFL history. Right, every year's bad ones. Ernest Biner being on there, is Roger Craig's here? I sure hope so. I sure hope he and Jim Marshall get in. Right, Summer retire again? Yep. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised. He's not going to make the final 3 this year, I don't think. I mean, John Brody, he retired after 1973. Yeah, he's a bomb 10. I don't know about bomb 10 GM in history, but he's bad. He is bad. So John Brody retired after 1973. 4th all-time in NFL history in passing yards at that point. Won an MVP. Led the league in passing yards 3 times. No one, he is not on the list. Ernest Biner is on the list of guys that can make the Hall of Fame conceivably this year. You people think it's deliberate? Yeah. I mean, it happens a lot where a guy dies and then again the year after. Do it again tonight? Yes, Kansas State, Arizona. We're doing K-State, Arizona tonight. Fred Taylor, he's not senior committee. So senior committee is different than modern committee. So they haven't announced those yet. Have you got some of the dogs? I do. Yes, I do. I'm not crazy about Stockton just yet. Well, correct examiner, at least better than James. Yeah, the fact that Shaq Harris got nominated was insane. Award James history, Matt Millen, Gene Smith. I think that's where the bar is. Gene Smith was awful. Matt Millen was terrible. So, those were pretty bad. Yeah, Matt Millen is definitely up there. People game for sure this year, Brees Fitzgerald. Yep, I'd be stunned if they're not. I'd be stunned if those two do not get in. Favorite film directed by Paul Thomas Anderson? I don't know who that... I don't know if I've seen any movies by him. I actually have not seen it. Phantom Thread sucked. I've seen Phantom Thread. It sucked. So, not that. Right, retired at or before 2000. Yep. JG9 Saturday? Yes. We're going to talk about the Raiders. We'll talk about the Raiders. Yeah, Breeze is getting in. Fitzgerald's getting in. Who is better? Keenan Turner or Ernest Biner? Ernest Biner. How's it going, Jake? Appreciate you tuning in. An app picks up. Here we go. NASCAR fan? No, not really. But the track in Phoenix is like 20 minutes from me. It's not far. It's not far. Stream a hard out at 9 because of the game? Yes. I'm not sure we're going to go that far, but yeah, this is a hard out at 9. So, Matt Millen was Lions. They was the 0-16 GM. And, no, Caldwell gave us the Ramsey, Jack, and Ngakoue class. You can't be the worst GM of all time if you do that. Broken Hearts? I've not heard that song. If you're making the Hall of Fame the first spell, you're not one of the few most underrated players of all time. No, you're not. Not even close. I know what to do tonight. I'm going to the bar afterwards. There's a band playing. Would George Patton still have a job if the Broncos had not hired Sean Payton? Probably not. Probably not. 4-year anniversary of Trevor's debut. Ooh, against the Texans. Someone's song. 21. Ooh. September 21. Ooh. Scott Fitter is also, yeah, he's up there. He's definitely up there as well. Watch some of your Houston last year. Yeah, I'm not crazy about watching this year. The state gym, yes, back in the 70s. Yeah, he's also. We're still in the SC Championship, but that's more on back playing good in the first half. Yep. Yeah, we never heard Broken Heartsville by Joe Nichols. All right, we're going to do John doesn't know. Thoughts on starting WrestleMania? I mean, I get why they're doing it because of the money, but I don't know why ESPN would allow them to do it because they probably have to be furious because the timing will not work out. Best one between Manning and Knicks? Ooh, probably Simeon. Probably Simeon. Which says a lot. Alright, it's Archie Brown. Right, Houston still has not recovered from that. No, they have not. Yeah, Gene Smith's definitely one of the worst of all time. How's it going? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. Yes, Triffs. Alright. Alright, here we go. Some John doesn't know. Yeah, they definitely sold out. I mean, they probably got a crap ton of money. I just don't know what time WrestleMania would be. If it's going to be at a time convenient to Saudi Arabia, the TV network's going to be upset about that. If it's at a time that's convenient to the TV networks, obviously it's going to be like 4 in the morning. Am I getting Saudi for this? Yes. Yes. The dub. Symbol of peace is a dub. And we'll do an 8-4 split for this upcoming Sunday because Eagles-Chiefs is such a big game that Fox is only showing that one. They're showing that nationwide. Right, Duncan and Elijah are not underrated. No. The NFL 100 comes out in Trent Bulky Bonfire GM. He's pretty bad. All right, hang on. Let me think. Top. If the 100 comes out in 99, what quarterbacks make the list? All right. Hang on. Let's see the guys that are currently on the team. What team GM was Gene Smith? Jaguars. Jaguars. Right, 9 games is a lot, but Fox wants Eagles Chiefs to be shown across the world, the country. When do you see an NFL game in France? Sometime in the next 2 years. I definitely think the next 2 years it's going to happen. Next 2 years. I'd be surprised if we're not seeing a game in France by 27. All right, so Sammy Ball makes it. Yeah, Grigson. Yeah, everyone could have drafted Luck. Grigson and the number one song on the Trevor Lawrence Day. Oh man. I have no idea. Fall 21. Ooh, September 21. I'm gonna go About Time by Lizzo. D-backs are still, yes, they're only 3 out. They're only 3 out. For Saudi, they'll go UAE first. They'll go Dubai before Saudi. Who is worse, Matt Mellis, commentary or GM? I mean, he went winless. It's definitely GM. 100% GM. Yeah, D-backs are only 3 back. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're still in it. Okay, so let's see. So Ball's in, Elway's in, Favre is in, Manning's in, or not Manning, Graham is in, Marino's in, Montana's in, Staubach is in, Unitas is in. Favre still makes it. No, Favre still makes it. I mean, he made 3 MVPs. Favre still makes it. A bunch of what he did was in the 90s. I think Favre is still on that list of the top 100 quarterbacks of all time. I mean, how many guys are making 3 MVPs? So really replacing Manning and Brady. And you're probably going at that point. Man. Only 3. Yeah, we're only 3 back. We're only 3 games back. Probably going Steve Young. Yeah, France could be the next one. Yeah, I think France could be the next one. Now it's going to help. I think Lions, Falcons, Vikings, Bears for the 3 spots. Yeah. That's what I think at this point. Because right now it's kind of a mess. How does Favre make it based on what he did between 92 and 98? Because he won 3 MVPs in a row. He led like in touchdown passes 3 years. Yeah, Bradshaw. Yeah. It's probably Bradshaw and Young. Bradshaw and Young. Should I figure it out doing housework? Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. How much flack would the league get if they held a moment of silence for every game on Sunday? They wouldn't get a lot of flack. No. I mean, they did win yesterday, and the backlash was minimal. They wouldn't get. Caillou would hire Ryan Poles, yes. Or Fitterer, yes. Oh, only 3 late games Sunday. Oh, well, I throw D-backs out. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. But I think the D-backs don't. I think the D-backs play in the afternoon, like the early slate. Yeah, they played 11:10 my time, so I wouldn't throw that on. I throw it on the end if it's close. You know, Favre. Yeah, Favre would get in still on the all 100 list. He would still get in. Young and Bradshaw will be the other 2. That would be my guess. If Sever goes down, it gets a lot different. Matthew with a 5, which game do you want me to do? We'll get you in the call for it. Right, he's the first Hall of Famer. His career ended in 99. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 3 MVPs, you're in. The Whiny Quartet invaded clickbait sports stream. Ooh, which game do you want, Matthew? Appreciate you, man. There's some Johnny doesn't know. Luckman, he did not make the list. He did not make the list. No, it's Dove. He got it right. Who are the Jags playing this week? They're on the road against Cincinnati. On the road against Cincinnati. You want Notre Dame? All right, get you on Notre Dame. Got you on it. Will the France game be around 1-2? No, it'll be the 9:30 game. It would be like every other international game. It'd be a 9:30 game. So it'll be like 2:30 in France. So, Bradshaw being relegated to record segments. No, he would have had that a long time ago. I don't think Fox is going to change anything with Bradshaw. His role, if anything, has increased. He got it right. It's a Dove. I don't know if I wouldn't put Luckman. When Pestlakes put Namath on Favre at this point? No. At that point, no. No, I doubt that. But Favre would definitely be on the 100 if it was in 99. Yeah, every direction cuts for a big call. France game, would I want that? I mean, I'm fine with more international games. I'm fine with that. The name for molten rock is lava. The name for molten rock is lava. Yeah, Jaguars play the Bengals week 2. I think the Jags lose that game, but I hope I'm wrong. We're 2-0. If we start the season 2-0, we're in a very good spot. Especially with the Niners coming up with their injuries. We're not in a bad spot. If we start 2-0. Oh boy. Did I buy Lady Gaga? I did not buy Lady Gaga tickets yet. I'm going to see if I can go with someone. The tickets are not like too bad. They're under 300, which I'm kind of surprised by for an arena. I was expecting the 500 range. Like, I was genuinely expecting the 500 range. It's under 300, which obviously that's a lot, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. So, would I hate it? No, I wouldn't hate it. Mac Jones started Sunday. Yes, Jones against Spencer Rattler. What a game. What a game. My Stearns going into week 1. Did they fix any of them? I don't think we fixed any of them. They saw that was in the cube. Wow. Yeah, I mean, she's the kind of person that should do stadiums. The fact she's doing arenas is kind of nuts. Release solely on what they post on social media? Solely on it? No. Never solely on it. When is the concert? February 14th and February 15th. Bengals get a lot of love despite allowing 4 yards to get to the Browns and Joe Flacco. Yeah, it's crazy. Concerns for the Jaguars, definitely middle of the field. The running game was a concern because it wasn't good last year, and that impressed me. But in terms of covering the middle of the field and secondary, nothing's really changed. I mean, it was Carolina. What city you don't want on a racer to have a game? I mean, there's a lot of them. Under any circumstances, like, I don't want to go to a place that doesn't have a stadium, if that makes sense. Right, so in the off, yes, it's in the off season. It's the weekend for the Super Bowl. The NFL 100 comes out in 89. Is Rice on the list? I would assume so. I would absolutely assume so. I know he'd only been in the league for 5 years at that point, but you knew by 89, oh, this guy could be one of the greatest. You knew by 89, like, this guy could be just insane. I mean, you had a guy at that point in 89 who he led the league in receiving touchdowns 3 times, already set the record for most receiving touchdowns in a season. Super Bowl MVP and whatnot. Stragglers now, Colts or Jaguars? I think Jaguars. I think we're the most talented team in that division after the Texans. Our 2 best in-decade receivers were nominated. Yeah, Howden should be in. Howden should have been in a long time ago. Asian NFL game, the timing's going to be off on that. The timing's going to be a bit weird. But they are playing in Australia, so we'll see how they... We'll see how the timing works. We'll see how the timing works in terms of when they play that game in Australia. All right, so we got Lava at least. You got Lava. Comes to New York to see Lady Gaga. I mean, she's coming to Phoenix. I mean, mean, if it's good, I might come a second time. I just showed just there, and like everyone that I know that went said it was insane. So I gotta go. Hardest part of the human body. Is it the skull? The hardest part. Is that the skull? Yeah. Mac Jones versus Spencer. I might give us 8-7. Yes. Australia game is 26. Yep, it's in 2026. Oh, he got it right. All right. So the game at 8 o'clock Eastern, so it starts at 8 p.m. local. That could work. That could definitely work. Well, you could even potentially play that Saturday at that point. You could do a Saturday game if you played at 8 o'clock Eastern. Wait, it's wrong? No, it's not the pelvis. Kugler Johnson, that's a good combo. Australia's played Salo in August. I'm going to say fiction. Root for the Dodgers? What it? Really? TF is the hardest part? I did not know that. Flagstaff game? No, they don't really have that. Room for the Dodgers tonight. Yeah, against the Giants? Yeah, I have to. I have to. Yeah, it's a PR nightmare. You're right on that one, Big Tiger. Absolutely. Yeah, that was one of the whole points. Like, First Amendment rights do not carry over to private companies and do all that. Come before 18 games? Before 18 games, yes. Kookaburra Hall of Fame? I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Watch Creed 2 instead. You missed nothing. It was not that good of a game. Stephanie doing this weekend? Ooh. Making sure the Mets keep losing. Had to be the same position. NFL 100. Okay, what type of cloud is fluffy and white? Is that cumulus? I actually don't know that one. What do cumulus? He got it right. He got it right. Let's go. Wow. How about blow does NFL game to be for me? It's turn it off on Zoom Duo T. Like backup sin, 35 points. It's gotta be something like that. 18 games in 28? Yeah, I do. I think 27 will see 18 games. Potentially. But I think France is gonna come soon. What about Dodgers? Making sure the Dodgers lose as well. Dodgers and Mets can burn if with this stuff. And then of course Scully Syracuse. Yep, big rivalry. So the worst player in the 100. It's gotta be the same position. Concept of gravity. Oh, come on. What about D-backs? I don't think she cares about D-backs just yet. I'm not sure she cares about D-backs just yet. Yep. Exactly, Sports Talk. Exactly. You too long, too many injuries. I mean, they have 18. I mean, they had 18 games back in the day for other football leagues. Mel Gray. Man. More actually games gets 18? Definitely. 100% on that one. Red Sox just the wild card? I don't think it's that likely. Like on a scale 1 to 10, I think it's like a 2. I should go 117. Then what could be Australia game would be a holidays on Monday. Do it right after Sunday football like midday Australia. That'd be interesting. Johnny's on a roll lately. Johnny's been getting a lot right. But the worst player, man. I have to replace with someone of similar caliber. Like the same position. Percent chance to get the Red Sox missed like 10%. It's not that high. The Indiana of 21-0. Yep, you guys are the right call not doing that one. The worst player, I would say... Oh, man. It'd be tough to do this list now without Jason Kelsey. But I don't want to take anyone off. But I think it's by design. It's say would apply to okay. I would think so too. I would think that would be the way to do it. Is there gonna be good? All right, I have to throw that on. I would probably go. Man, this is tough. Making a cut on this. This is tough. This is really hard. Trust Monday football at 10 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, that would... Yes. Yeah, they do play Monday Football at 10 o'clock. It's a doubleheader. So Texans Bucks at 7 and the Raiders Chargers at 10. Australia game was played a month before the rest of the season. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do that. I'll make it too messy for roster cuts. Right, okay, so I can't throw in okay. Or Mahomes. I can't do that, okay. So if it's a 1 a.m. to watch it, I would stay up, yeah. If Australia game was a bad time, yeah, I would make a video on that. I'd make a video on that. Or if you're yeah, you stay up for that one. Okay. In that case... Alright, we are going to... Where will Stephanie be? Watching this? She'll be at wedding venues trying to figure out where Taylor Swift will get married. Week 0, even 2 weeks before. You could do week 0, but 2 weeks before, no. You're not going to do 2 weeks. Alright, I'm going to say... Okay, sure. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm going to say take Marion Motley off, put on LaDainian Tomlinson. Take Marion Motley off and put Tomlinson on. That would be what I would do. And then coach it. Oh. I didn't realize there were coaches on this list. But yeah, in terms of the players, take Motley, I'll put on Tomlinson. So he's going to be better than 4, yep. It's fun for challenge to do good games. It is, but if they're if they're both really good, it can be frustrating. You can only watch one. Who would I vote for on the top 50? I don't know exactly on the top 50, but there's a lot of good players on that list. So that would definitely, like Howden, Marshall, Anderson, Craig, and look at the new Everton team. No, because they built the new Hotspur Stadium specifically for football, so there's no reason to go there. Mojan News with that? Yeah, absolutely. Chargers 2013. What happened with that? Because the A's shared the same with the Raiders, and the A's played Saturday night. They had to reconfigure the field, so they had to push the Raider game back to Sunday night because there was a stadium conflict. I did a video on that a while ago. But let me see if I can... Cal with a 5, appreciate you, man. Let me get you on the call. And which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? I'm assuming Utah, Wyoming, but I just want to double check. Just want to double check on that. Yeah, that's the Chargers video. All right, so I guess the ChatGPTs. Appreciate you, Keller. Calling Colorado? No, not to, no. No, the game tonight is Kansas State, Arizona. Any team officially clinched? No, no one's officially clinched yet. No one's officially clinched. You want Utah, right? Get you on Utah. Appreciate you, man. Should also note that 20 XP, whoever leads an XP gets 20 added. So right now the 20 bonus would go to the A&M game. And the song half of is It's Your Love. Yeah, Mile High 3. Yes, they are. And it's privately funded, which I'm fine with. I am fine with that. Yeah, Arizona Wildcats. Yep. Against the Kansas State Wildcats. It's the case. Why is never getting a stadium? Because it's privately funded. The Wollens want to have a stadium that can do that can be indoors. It can host year-round events, year-round concerts, Final Four, Super Bowls. So that's why. Thoughts on Moana? Great movie. Great movie. What do we waste money on the Broncos? Behalf? The guys that own the Broncos own Walmart. They have plenty of money. Current one Settle looks fine here, downtown attractions. Well, remember, the thing with their current stadium, it's a fine stadium. It's more, you can't do stuff year-round in it because of the weather. You can't do Super Bowls. You can't do Final Fours. You can't do winter concerts. This is going to have more use. And again, this is a drop in the bucket for the Waltons. They are worth like $75 billion. They own Walmart. The same, let's say the same costs $3 billion. I don't know how much it's going to cost. Let's say it costs $3 billion. That's about 4% of what they're worth. This is like if you're making $100,000 a year and you buy something for $4,000. Like you buy a new car for $4,000. It's like, that's nothing. Well, Walmart losing money? They're not losing money. They're not losing money. Yes, it's correct. Yeah. It's going to end the kicking thing? No, the altitude... No, because you're still so high above sea level. That doesn't change. Doesn't matter how, like, if it's indoors or outdoors. You're so high above sea level. Yeah, same owners. Yep, same owners. Yeah, the Waltons can they fully fund that. And they will. They will fully fund that. State University here is Cow Hampshire, also Wildcats. Yeah, a lot of Wildcats. East Side Wildcats. Business heading toward extinction. I don't know like the full like obviously the financials of these companies, but I would definitely say I feel like JCPenney has to be getting there. Well, if everyone stops buying Walmart, it's not possible. Not possible. Yeah, that person was a moron. Yes, Keller was a moron. The brand person, same experience. Yep. But so Jacob, so in America, there's a lot of rural areas where their only store is Walmart. Like if you like, it's not like Walmart is a like luxury. Promise of good owners. Yeah, they spend money. They spend money. Yeah, the nightclub's going to yeah, Bed Bath Beyond. I thought they went out of business. I thought they already went out of business. I mean, yeah, Walmart literally it is the once give free agents money on the table, so it's not on the record. Yeah, and then we see what happens with the Clippers. They tried that before. Back in the 90s, the Broncos tried that. They tried to start them at the cap, and they got punished really hard for that. They'll find out. People aren't stupid. They'll find out. But but Walmart, it's like the only store in a lot of these places. Or as a Costco team, that would be interesting. Keep the prices down. That would be fun. Team is the best owners. I mean, the Eagles spend money, stay out of the way. Philly's pretty good. Spirit Islands filed bankruptcy. Yep. TJ Friars, yeah. Hooters, yeah. I tried to move the Broncos to Ark. Why haven't they tried? It would get blocked by the league. There's no way they would. You have to have a certain number of votes, and obviously there's no way. Denver's a big enough market. You don't want Little Rock or anything in Arkansas will not get you the market size that you need. The ratings will go down. Also, teams would throw a fit over that. So many teams would throw a fit. Right? Yeah, there's a lot of teams called the Wildcats. A lot of teams. Yeah, the offensive Cosmos every time. Thoughts on the Paul George? What Paul George thing? Did I miss someone Paul George? I don't know what Paul George thing. There's no way Walmart's that common? Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There are 5,200 Walmarts in the United States. There are 5,200 Walmarts. Oh, the Clippers thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Steve Ballmer's a moron. And hopefully, if they don't get punished, I'm done with the NBA. If they don't get punished, like, they clearly broke the rules. Why they always prove the Browns moving? Because the stadium. And something that Modell wanted. Hill's comments? Yeah. Oof. He's gone. They're already dumb. They are dumb. The Dolphins are done. Hill is not like he's not there anymore. Basically, players only meeting after 1 week. Yeah. Relocation. They want to get blocked right now. I would say if you take any of the Florida teams out. I mean, you have 3 teams in Florida. I mean, if the Jaguars were to move somewhere, I don't think it's getting blocked. Not that's going to happen, obviously. Clippers likes to feel like soon enough. Nope. I think if you're in a market that's a small market, and there's other teams in the area, probably not. Clippers are stupid, or they made a bad decision. Both. There's a lot of Walmarts over here. Yeah, 404 in Canada. Dumbest question I heard asked at a High Point presser. I never really heard anything that dumb. So I don't really have a good answer to that one. I never heard anything that dumb. I was usually the one asking the questions. Buffalo will get blocked? No. Buffalo would not get blocked. Right, one allowed movement Miami. Right, I'm talking like Jacksonville, they would. One Walmart for every 101,000 people in Canada. Yeah, there's a lot of Walmarts in the U.S. Right, Hugh Jackson, at least he kept his promise on that. Clippers started to do NIL without NIL. Dumbest question I've ever seen at any presser. I would say the Buccaneers played the Lions in the playoffs during the 2023 season. Second most memorable presser? They all kind of blend in. Nothing really... I think my second most memorable one was probably... I was giving updates to the coach during the presser about other results in the conference because we had to know about seeding. So, like, she was finding out from me in real time. That was interesting. Like, getting her reaction in real time. I was feeding her all the information. Yeah, Cincinnati, yeah, Jacksonville, yeah. So I would say that. KC, I don't get... It's blocked, yeah. Green Bay would not be blocked. Yeah, Green Bay would not be blocked. Yeah, Tim Hortons, well, that's like Starbucks up there. That's like as big as Starbucks. Yeah, the top... Yeah. Yeah, the Buccaneers played the Lions in 23 in the playoffs. And a reporter asked, and it was in January, a reporter asked the Buccaneers coach, Todd Bowles, how are you going to deal with the cold environment in Detroit? How are you going to deal with playing in the cold in Detroit? Chargers moving... Depends where, because obviously Los Angeles, but they still have the Rams there, so... Bama hires Gruden, I'm going to say fiction. I think Florida hires Gruden. Yeah, come after me, I'm man on 40. There you go. I think Florida hires Gruden. That's been the rumor flowing around. That Florida hires Gruden. Trying to come back to San Diego be blocked? No. I don't think so. Why is that a bad question? Because the Lions play in a dome. The Lions play indoors. So the cold weather means nothing because you are literally playing indoors. Come on with the tour. The Field Mets are losing again. Tongue sucks. Oh, let's go. Which game do you welcome on? I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Someone else can show my face the week before. Yeah. Right. You can't move with that state. Right. But at least with, with the Chargers, to be fair, you would still have SoFi for the Rams. Time I go to Miami, I could see it. Which game do you welcome on? I appreciate you, man. And how far are you off the XP? You're not that far. Not that far off the leaderboard. And then Zach with $5. Tate McRae broke me first. Appreciate you. Which I know you wanted the. You wanted. Oh, you like you throw. I appreciate you, man. Oh crap! Which game did you want? I forgot which game you wanted. It was one of the top two. I know that. I know it was one of the top two. I forget which one you wanted. Charles only San Diego, but only have much mouse is gone. Yep. Bronco fans who live outside of Denver ever have any right to cry or be upset about there being a roof on the new stadium? No, as long as it's... Again, it's... They're not the ones going to the games and dealing with the weather. You want in, all right. That's what I thought. I just want to double check. Fans cry never gets fought for? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, if you're not the ones, like, going to the games, you don't really, like, you don't get it. Like, it's like, oh, Jaguars, how can you put a roof on that thing? Have you ever tried to sit in a Jaguars game in September? In the swamp? Like, weather? A Jake make it a stadium. That could host an NFL game. Come Rangers fan, at least I have two teams kill the Rangers. Yep. 4-0 first thing, let's go. What games we do tomorrow? We are doing Bama, Wisconsin at 12, Georgia, Tennessee at 3:30, and then one of those four games on the side. Next biggest pop start to Taylor, Sabrina Carpenter. So very loser. All right, tell us how you really feel. All right, Tate McRae, you broke me first. Right, ruins all one snow game they get every decade. Yeah. I mean, people were saying the same thing with the Vikings back then when they built the Metrodome. It's like, how the Jaguars get their name? I think it was a naming contest. Was it ever come back? Probably not. Probably not. There's no software. Right. It helps the economy in Denver a ton. I don't think you can complain about a stadium that's privately funded. I mean, I think if your stadium is privately funded, I mean, it's... Looks like your first big hit. Mets playoffs is worse than 21? I would say yes. Because of the money they spent. Denver ever hosted WrestleMania? I don't know. I know they did the DNC in 08. So real did halftime show the next 5 years? I don't think it's a hot take. I think she's going to do it for sure. I'd be surprised if she doesn't. Yeah, it's all money right there. Come on with the fiver. Change me how to win a baseball game because I wonder if the Mets will ever learn. There's a 4-0 in the first inning. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's a problem, obviously. When you're down by that much in the first inning, and everything's down, not must win, but it's the stakes are raised, obviously. Sing the song? I like it. I do like this song. I do like this song. Her vocals have gotten a lot better since. The chorus could be a bit more emphatic. But a really good American Skin of the Week in the background making a demonstration? Yes. Yes. I can multitask with that. Right, they've not accepted before. Usually they do, like, during the first week, but I guess not. They might be waiting on Taylor to see. And if not, they'll pivot. Feel free, you're a Mets fan. Yes, Sabrina is an Eagles fan, yes. She's a Philly sports fan. So she's had a great year. You know what that means? Been to the Broncos so many times, I love it, had a retractable roof. I'm glad the new stadium will have one. Even more glad it's probably funded on tax for it. Yep. Absolutely on that. Absolutely on that. Oh, so Saturday reports on Sundays? Because the idea is that you do it on Sunday morning. You would have to perform on a Sunday morning. And if you would do it on Sunday morning, it's the hot story of the day, and then they can promote it during the pregame show. It takes Cannon. Yes. Yes, she is. Pitbull or Jello do the Super Bowl? That's never going to happen. Well, maybe not Jello. Pitbull will never do the halftime show. Pitbull will never do it. I love Pitbull. He's never going to get the halftime show. He's past his prime at this point. Isn't that a bad move winning that late? Sometimes they do it in like October. Last year was very early. Last year, Kendrick was week 1. That was very early. Green Day to do the halftime show, but yeah, the overlap is too big between football fans and Green Day fans. You want to get other people. 6-0. Oh my goodness. Would Fox promote? No. Only NBC would promote it. I need to have Super Bowl in Denver. Would be great for the city. It would be. Yeah, I can speak firsthand. When the Super Bowl was in Phoenix, it was so good for us. It was so good. I wanted to come back. All right, you can see it takes skin to do $5 more. We're gonna do some ChatGPTs as well. But yeah, I do like that song. Hang on, let me just put this in. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Chris will rely on the format. Yes, she would. Metallica would be a great one. Yeah, the problem is that the overlap is just too strong. Fox, we see about the halftime show? Probably. They could do a skit. Yeah, 07 Cloud 5 is, yeah. Coldplay should get a real one. A real halftime show. I don't know if they haven't really had, like, I don't know, like, Coldplay was the weakest part of that halftime show. It's the weakest part. Going to bullpen the first thing, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But as it travels so far to Charlotte for the Chargers Thursday week 8, most baffling scheduling this year for the NFL. They did that a few years ago, right? The Vikings-Rams was a game on Thursday night. I think the Rams had to travel for that. Having heat on full blast help when the engine is hot, just a myth. I don't know. I don't know on that one. Yeah, at least the week. Yeah, if the week 7 game is at home, you can do that. You can do that. So what overlap? Super Bowl never do. Yeah, with the. I saw the Waz. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. It could be scheduled. They did have that rule at one point. Yes, I think they got rid of that. Yeah, Salter. Yeah, Salter's not. He's done nothing. Salter has not impressed me this year. But so obviously the Super Bowl ratings will never be bad. But the question is, how high can you get them? Obviously, they're never going to be bad. But how high can you get the ratings? So, if you have Metallica do the halftime show, there's a lot of NFL fans that are also Metallica fans. A lot of Metallica fans love the NFL. They'll watch the Super Bowl. So you're not really getting a new audience. But there's a lot of people who don't like football that love Taylor Swift or love BTS, love Harry Styles. You get those people, it's like, wait, we can now get those people to watch our game. Right, it's apparently not. Nope, that's capitalism for you. That's capitalism. Just got to keep going up and up. Keep going up and up. And it's more money. How do you know that you personally asked you for Metallica fan? Yes. Mexican man score position in the next 2 innings. I'm becoming a Rangers fan. Oof. Want to suggest there's an overlap? Demographics? It's really just demographics. Like, if it's a more male-dominated artist, if it's an artist that appeals to older people. All right. Cardi B. I don't think they're getting Cardi B. All right, we're going to start off with this ChatGPT on the Mets. Because why the heck not? We'll start with the ChatGPT on the Mets. I just want to make sure everything works with this. All right, so I did. Well, you know all these answers. You know all these ones, right? Not everyone, right? But most of them. Like, you can see who goes to the concerts. Basically, they have good data. They have really good data. And you have to remember too, like, a lot of these artists will play in NFL stadiums. They will play in NFL stadiums, and you can see who buys tickets to NFL games and who buys tickets to those. They have so much data. Right, rings, yes. So, we're going to start off with Gutmana's ChatGPT. His ChatGPT was like, how to win a baseball game. Okay, we're going to do this in the style of Frank the Tank, because I know what he suffers as a Jaguars fan now. You at least have a Super Bowl under your belt with the Eagles. You have a few. Oh, man. You have population? Yeah, Super Bowl's big, obviously. Okay, I'm going to do this style of Frank the Tank. Here we go. How do you win a baseball game? I'll tell you how. You don't play like a bunch of feeble little leaguers picking daisies in the outfield. Every time this feeble team takes the lead, the bullpen shows up and throws feeble meatballs like it's batting practice at a retirement home. There's no heart. The offense is feeble. Absolutely feeble. Runners on second and third, 1 out. What do we get? A feeble pop-up by Jeff McFeeble and a feeble strikeout like clockwork. You can't win a baseball game when your cleanup hair looks like a feeble toddler swinging a pool noodle. Cedric Mullins. I mean, what are we doing here? Kelly with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Because the Badger and got Mana Mets string playoff push after we're getting some fired. Oh, God. Oh, God. ChatGPT for Lower and Bear episode, ChatGPT for school. Lower and Bear episodes. I'll get you on the Utah game. It'll be a fun halftime show. It's never going to happen, but it'll be a fun halftime show. It'll be a fun one. Then there's the defense. Everyone's going to be started on the feeble fielding. Routine grounders become feeble disasters, turning easy outs into multi-run innings that make me want to eat a shoe. They look like a feeble circus clown juggling bricks in the infield. And the pitching, feeble beyond comprehension. 1 decent inning followed by 4 feeble walks, a feeble wild pitch, and then a feeble hanger that gets hit to Hoboken. How do you win a game with this feeble excuse for a big exam? No one go more than 5 innings on this team. Even when we do win, it's a feeble, nerve-shattering, ulcer-inducing mess that takes 10 years off my life. 1 run lead, 2 outs, and of course, so makes a feeble throw into the stands just to keep things interesting. And again, with the feebleness, can't win a game if we're trailing after 8. This team doesn't explore disaster. They take it out for dinner, kiss it on the mouth, and propose marriage in the feeble 9th inning. So how do you win a baseball game as a Mets fan? You pray the other team is just a little more feeble than we are. Because trusting this feeble roster to close it out cleanly is like trusting a feeble squirrel to guard Fort Knox. Juan Soto sucks. Francisco Lindor sucks. Pete Alonso sucks. This whole team is feeble, feeble, feeble. Beautiful. Yes, the world's one half should be recreated. Yes, it should be. With people, it should be. It really should be. Elvis Presto was great, yes. Well, my Harkov's not for a while. Harkov's not for like another 90 minutes. We're totally fine. The game starts at 9. How many times does this feel? Yes, you'd be dead. The game starts at 9. Drake does a halftime show his payback. Very slim. He's not a good live performer. That's the problem. He's not good live. All right, let's get the Keller's ChatGPT in. All right. Let's see what we got here. Because Super if NFL did best party by state, yes, it would easily win. Would not even be close. I found the bug for the yeah. Let me throw in the Colorado game. Just Step 1, play the Rockies. Step 2, score runs to 3-1. Yep. I like this bug. I do still like the bug. First coach in college get fired this year. Ooh, college. I think Foster. I would say Foster. Favorite bug? I don't really have a favorite bug. I don't really have a favorite bug. No one like another state? I don't know. I don't know. Not Billy Napier? I mean, I was thinking him. I was thinking Napier. Yeah, ladybugs are fine. Ladybugs are fine. Bugs Life overhate on? I don't know people hate Bugs Life. Does one loss catch with like 3 to 4 losses in the NFL? I would say yes. Yeah, do you need more time in the minors? Yeah, you never know. Some of these guys... A lot of these guys sometimes, like, they come the first time, they're not ready, they come back down, and then they take those lessons. They know what they need to work on. So very few guys are good the first time through. Without looking at games, how can I tell a genuine versus sarcastic greatest game video? Turnovers? How many turnovers were there? What was the score? How good were the teams playing in it? Am I ruined his career? Yes, he did. Yep. He took the money and ran, and I think he's now a red flag for NFL teams, and obviously he went to a worse situation. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming it will. Lincoln Riley, I'm not huge on Lincoln Riley. Not huge on him. Yeah, Yankees are just their teammate. That's Cope, yeah. Most famous NFL owner for stuff outside their team. I mean, the Waltons own Walmart. And the most famous owner for stuff outside their team, not football, but back in the day, the Los Angeles Angels, or I guess the California Angels back then, were owned by Gene Autry. And Gene Autry was the guy that sings Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Obviously, of all time, if we're talking any sport, I mean, the owner of the New Jersey Generals back in the 1980s. What would I do for cutaways? Well, Tree, I don't know what he's going to do. What do I do for the playoff cutaways? Ooh. Might just be like a spit. Like a spit. Yeah, he did like the episode. Yes, he did like the episode. I mean, they're gonna put it back on. They'll put it back on. Just, it's what people do in that spot. They take it off and then they put it back on. Like, they'll put it back on in due time. Like, give it a couple days. They'll go back in reruns. All right. Let's do a clickbait episode. Again, $25 for It's Your Love at karaoke. Keller right now is also in front. Bangladesh, that doesn't surprise me. The most shocking death since Kobe? Chadwick Boseman was pretty shocking. Among Us, Squid Game, Oregon Trail, what was my favorite theme? For Among Us? I like Oregon Trail. I like the Oregon Trail one. Right, Vikings versus not great skate. No. Right, it's not Parker's. No, it's not. It's not their idea. All right. Here we go. We're on a clickbait stream. And Tree is talking. Here we go. And the Bears are embarrassment of football. I'd rather watch a turd roll down a hill than sit through another Caleb Williams breakout season. The Bears are the reason I support relegation in the NFL. Even Colorado high school is loving the Bears offense. Even I wouldn't trade for Caleb Williams. And I cheer for the Cowboys, bro. And you've seen our quarterbacks at times. Although we're going to win the Super Bowl, so. Bears fans said, this is our year. And the football gods said, no. No, it's not. Suddenly, the screen flickers. Could be a little spectrum. Could be that. Zach Lowe's commercial? I'm fine with it for now. Stop saying mean things about the Bears. I love the Bears. They're going to win the Super Bowl. What in the curse of PBS crossover hell is this? Why are you being so mean? The Bears try so hard and you're just being bullies. I don't care about football, but if he likes the Bears, then the Bears are the best. Everyone shut up and say nice things now. You guys are just jealous because you're old and boring. You're in your 30s, not like us. We're young, cool, and better at yelling. Oh god, this is my worst nightmare. Animated children invading my live stream. I didn't sign up for this. Laverne Shirley. Good song. I'm hallucinating, right? Is this a punishment for that time I pretend to be embarrassed for content? This is why Why would Perna say that? He actually has kids. This is why I fear God. Now, Scooter would say that. Caleb Williams is amazing. You guys are all doo-doo heads. I'm telling my mom. Oh, yeah? Tell your mom the Bears have won a playoff game since Obama was in office. Before you were alive. Well, why would you say that? Okay, Boomer, you're just mad because your team has never been featured on PBS Kids. I demand the Bears win the Super Bowl, or I'll scream so loud your microphones break. You know, I feel that the Falcons, the Browns, even the Raiders, but I gotta be honest, someone's preparing me for this. As a Yinzer. You know, can we mute them? How do you mute Cartoon Kids? Someone Google this. You don't. They find you in your sleep. I think one of them just subscribed to my channel. Is that allowed? We're being held hostage by the PBS extended universe. This is worse than anything Wildflower's ever done to... Worse than anything the Strouds have ever done to anyone. Bears, 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 no moon, Bears. I want ice cream for everyone to like the Bears. If you don't apologize, I'm canceling all of you on my royal YouTube channel. And I'll tell Arthur you bullied me. And then he'll write a think piece about it. The Cook Play crew are losing to live at this point. Fine, the Bears are great. The Bears are wonderful. The Bears are going 17-0. Are you happy now? Yes, I'm happy. That was really nice. Now we can all be friends. You may now adore me again. Gross. I'm going back to Elwood City with Arthur. Okay, are they gone? Are they gone? Well, that happened. I need a drink. I need a pastor. I need Adult Swim. I'm deleting the internet. And I'm coping and seething. Yeah, that's still cooked right now. Yep. Not that I'm upset about that. Hawks should be top 6 with the trades they made. They could be. By the time I die. You know, 11 yeah, that's fine for that one. Yeah, the last time a non-Chiefs team won the West. Yeah. I'm sure it's been a while for that. Been a while. And something with Steelers. 69.9 points. Nice. Under. How many? By the time I die, well, Fulham will never win. Fulham, you accept that going in. They're not they're not going to win. Ever. Hard to go to the bar when I'm one of the only that doesn't drink? No, not really. No, it actually makes it pretty easy. Makes it pretty easy. They were portraying Arthur? I didn't realize that. Oh, why is that show so popular? Oh, that question didn't go through. Oh. I don't know. I don't know why it's popular. I don't know why exactly. People just like romance shows. It was like romance shows. Yeah, no, I'm counting league, FA Cup, European titles. I'm still gonna say none. I'm still saying none. D-backs and Jaguars, I'm gonna say 2 each. I'm gonna say so. I think I will have 4 titles by the time I die between those 3 teams combined. I would say between Florida or the Jaguars. Yes, the over. Yes, I'm taking the under on that one. But I would say between the Jaguars, D-backs, and Fulham, I'll have 4 titles by the time I die. That's my guess. Next up, Commissioner Stephanie. Yeah, I got 2, 2, and 0. That's my thing. Oh, it's Suns. If we have the Suns, we'll go 5. We'll go 5 then. If we have the Suns, we'll go 5. And obviously, High Point Basketball is not going to win anything ever, so we'll go 5. Yeah, both Sox teams broke each of their respective title droughts in back-to-back years. Yep. Having two Jackson, yes. How much we're trolled by? All of it. All of it. The Gribbers won the last World Series at ITC just like the Red Sox. God. Well, Syracuse up 23 on Colgate, so I think we made the right call not doing that game. And K-State, Arizona is going to start at about an hour. Jackson, Simone Madden. Haven't played Madden in a while, but they had like a dynasty in my old Maddens. It was probably a cup after I die. Yeah, I'm not sure they're ever going to win one. That team is cursed. But 7 tries to make everyone lose. The Giants win. Also, scouting Taylor Swift wedding venues. Here we go. The holographic scoreboard flickers. Stephanie stands before it. They mock the Giants. They doubt Taylor. They will kneel before both. She presses a red button mark schedule adjustments. Pitchers are beginning to throw backwards. No one knows where the ball is. Yeah, sorry, comment. Yeah, with the over-under? Yeah. Yeah. No one can explain why no one knows what's going on. The players inside the Dodgers locker room, their bats have been stolen with baguettes. One tries to swing and crumbs fly. In the D-backs dugout, a message appears on the iPad. Rest day mandated by Commissioner Swifty. Protocol 13. Division of Sox teams different colors. The Blue Sox. Do they have the Aqua Sox? The players stare at each other as they're not allowed to play. Meanwhile, Stephanie stands before a control panel surrounded by Taylor Swift posters. Let the Giants rise. Let the others crumble. And bring me the coordinates of Taylor's wedding. Steph, she's touring Italy. We track Kelsey and Florence, but the venue, still unknown. When the wedding be? Probably, I would guess the spring of 27. I'll be one with the comedian. I don't know which one that is. Oh, no, I didn't see that one. Leave Stephen keeping hamster because the league sucks so badly. So how big of a trader is that guy? Oh, he's a horrible trader. No, you don't do that. You don't change your team. The Yellow sucks. You don't change your team. No. Yeah, that one didn't go through, Jacob. But yeah, no, that's horrible. No, you don't change your team like that. You are the leading donor. Yes, you are the. You're top in XP. Yeah. Actually, you are the leading. Yes, you are. Yeah, because you have 998. There you go. But you have the bonus. The bonus is added. It's to the. So the bonus is to whoever's number 1. Oh, it's on Emily Network? Oh, that's why. Yeah, the bonus is not lean donor. The bonus is to whoever's the most XP. So you have the bonus right now. So the bonus is on Utah, Wyoming. She's touring Italy. We've tracked the commercials. Yeah, I don't really watch MLB Network that much. So Rhode Island for the wedding. I could see it. I could definitely see that. I'm guessing spring 27. Be too quick to get it all organized and whatnot in 26, so probably that. Mike with a $5 email. All right, put it to a vote. And Michael's now in front. You suffer now left in misery? That's not cool. That's not cool. All right. So the bonus is going to go to whichever game wins this poll. Rob with a sixer. Which game do you want to get you on the call for? What will Stephanie do for the wedding? She will try to be in attendance. But mandatory Taylor Swift songs, or everyone has to dress up for that week. You have to dress up, you can only listen to Taylor Swift. That'll be what that is. Appreciate you, Rob. Get you on the call. Which game do you want? Stephen A. Smith say 16 minutes, 41 seconds to 395th. I'm gonna guess, how about them Cowboys? Stay off the weed? I'm gonna stay off the weed. Oh, you cancel? Oh, 100%. 100%. You want Flow Ride? Alright, get you on that one. Get you on it. So Gears and Tigers, alright. I'll put it to a vote. Alright. And we storm every vineyard. Scan every chapel. Deploy the drone bridesmaids. We will find out where this wedding is. The executives are now in chaos as they see what Steph's doing. The Giants are winning too much. The Mets have lost 12 straight on accident. The Niners bats turn into carbs. She's making trades with herself. That's fine. For I'm the archer. Taylor, you are me. I am you. We are the game. This is my era. And my era involves me seeing this wedding while my Giants soar up the standings. Oh, he was on Saturday. Let's commercial break at the moment. While the Mets, Dodgers, and D-backs start sucking, Giants win. Who's better, Biner or Turner? Biner. Easily. Easily Biner. Easily. Stephanie then arrives in Italy. I knew it. They're here. She pulls out a wedding RSVP card that she forged herself. Travis Kelce turns and sees her. Wait. Who? What are you doing here? I'm the commissioner now, and Taylor's best friend and maid of honor. Yeah, Boccia looks good for 80. And possibly the officiant. Giants clinch the wild card while she's talking with Travis Kelce at the wedding venue. All right, we're in. The Giants are safe. Taylor is love. Baseball is reborn. And I'm going to be at this wedding. And nothing can stop me. Beautiful. All right. Gamana's manager of as Joe the Fiver. Whew, get you on LSU. Giants and the Jays mean the World Series. Wish for Stephanie, Caillou, and the rest of the quartet are in attendance. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Guys coming in hot now. All right. You guys are coming in hot. All right. Appreciate you guys. We're not doing overtime after the game, so just keep that in mind. Appreciate you guys. Let me get these in. Let me actually do this first. Take a bit of a breather. All righty. You know, that was the only way to make it work. That was the only way to make it work. I just replaced the name during it. I just have to replace the name. But that's fine. Let's go, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the donation the other day. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. And Florida LSU gets Michael's $5. Else gets the bonus. All right. It's rooting for the asset line that becomes a multiple culture because they're part of the Colts history. I'm fine with that. I'd agree with that. Yeah, boys is good. Yeah, boys is really good. All right, so I have that in. And Ryan Azim might be in. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a problem. He didn't look the healthiest yesterday. He was not running with the same explosion he usually does. He was not stepping into throws. Yeah, I was never high on the Commanders. Obviously, this news is not helping. Mario Galaxy movie? Yeah, I mean, the last Mario movie did phenomenal at the box office. Got good reception, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised. September 1921. That's week 2. Week 2, what did he say? Touchdown? Mariota season, baby. Not a bad backup to have. Not a bad backup. Let's do let's do the baseball one. Here we go. So Gutmana is the Mets manager. You want to win a playoff spot? You start by not swinging at feeble pitches in the dirt like it's a piñata party for blindfolded toddlers. This is baseball, not a circus act. Frank or Gutmana. Oh, wow. We have the D-backs next. Replace our manager with a YouTuber. A what? You're telling me we're fine for our playoff lives against a man who probably thinks a balk is some kind of 1940s naval maneuver? You better not lose to this feeble man, I'm telling you. Meanwhile, I am talking to the D-backs. Gentlemen, the 1984 Tampa Bay Bandits ran a no-huddle offense with precision and urgency. And that's how we're going to run the base pass. We're going to play bandit ball. Quick, aggressive, historically sound. I got footnotes for everything. I hold up a laminated sheet and a VHS tape. Now, who here knows the significance of the 72 Dolphins kickoff coverage unit? Anyone? You got to learn, because that's the mentality we're bringing to the 7th inning stretch. You know, the Mets are winning the game, but Kamana is not happy. Why is this feeble bullpen throwing 88 miles per hour like it's 2001 Jimmy Moore night? That's a home run derby pitch. If the mascot could hit that. When he comments for McCarthyism, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Someone get me a reliever who doesn't throw like he's shopping a loaf of bread. Don't get me Helsley. I swear, if we blow this game, I'm shoving every hot dog in this stadium down my own throat until I black out. If I have to watch Helsley one more time, you go back to the bench. All right, gentlemen. We've reached the crucial moment. I'm with you on that one, Jonathan. I'm with you. You know who else faced a crucial moment? The 87 Broncos, down by 7 with 98 yards to go. That was 86 Broncos, but that's us. This is the drive. It's not about baseball anymore. It's about legacy. I pull out a telestrator. I don't have a telestrator in my dugout, but I guess. Meanwhile, Gamada is losing his mind. One out. Just throw a strike, not a feeble lob from the county fair ring toss. Do you want to go to the playoffs? You want to go and be a feeble failure against remember as a punchline in a YouTube video and disgrace the city of New York. Meanwhile, D-backs hit a fly ball to right. I got it. Mullins commits an error. And the D-backs win the game as a result. Season's over. We lost to a football YouTuber. A man who thinks war means wins above Reagan. Everything about this team is feeble. Bullpen feeble. The lineup feeble. The hot dogs are cold and feeble. Everything. Juan Soto's feeble. Stearns is feeble. Everything with this team is feeble. Frank, or Gamana, would you still say the Mets have a path to the postseason? Yes, it's called the path train to irrelevance. Next question. Well, I'm explaining this 91 Vikings special teams unit and how good they were and how this win was like the Colts converting a fake punt on 4th and 26. Poetry. History. That's baseball for you. That should be, yeah, McCarthy against Peck. I'm excited for that one. Indiana say 45-0. Yeah, we made the right call not doing that game. Made the right call. Next up, Little Brown Bear. And a Catholic church creates a repellent. The 8,000th word. Tour? Yeah, hopefully it's precautionary, yeah. But wait, is Grum's getting lit up? Oh no. Oh no. Crap. Alright, 6-1. They got runners on 2nd and 3rd. Okay. Man. And in my 47.5, will they cover? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that. LeBron. Oh, wow. LeBron James. All right. Let's check some real quickly and then we get to go. All right. Yeah, when I was a tour. There we go. So it's close. All right, here we go. Catholic gift shop. We here at the Chicago Catholic Church heard your prayers and your screams. That's why we developed this. Holy water. Now with 100% Little Brown Bear repellent. Guaranteed to keep LBB away. Blessed by a bishop. Fortified by fan rage. Smells like victory and sage. Keeps Little Brown Bear 500 feet away from your tailgate party. Fiction. On that one, come on. It's actually, yeah, Kobe's not even remotely in the discussion. Meanwhile, the Chicago family is watching on TV, and Little Brown Bear is watching this unfold. Mom, the mac and cheese touched the hot dog. I'm never eating again. He throws a bear's helmet on the floor. Little Brown Bear, you need to calm down. You're being too loud. No, I won't calm down until the Bears win a Super Bowl, which is never. Suddenly, Dad gets up from the couch. I've had enough of this. He walks over and pulls out the holy water spray. Forgive me, Father, for what I'm about to do. And he sprays Little Brown Bear. He shuts off. And he flees into the sky. So he evaporates. Little Brown Bear is now, he evaporated. Yeah, 0-14 potential game-winning shots, yes. Meanwhile, in their science lab, we tested 43 formulas. Only one worked. Baptized in the Chicago River and triple blustering a Bears game. This is the stuff that sent Little Brown Bear crying into a cave in Gary, Indiana. This is the good stuff. Meanwhile, Little Brown Bear appears at the Bears game. Yes, he's back. Why do they bench Caleb Williams? This is a travesty. Bear Be Gone activated, sprays Little Bear in the face, and Little Bear explodes. So Little Bear just... I don't know where he teleports to. I don't know where he winds up. I don't know how this works. I don't know where he winds up. It's so bizarre. But I don't want to question the science behind this. Kobe's better than that. As I know, 6+7 buzzer. Yeah. I'm not sure I don't think playoffs count toward that. The New York Geminites, yeah. For just $19.99, you get a peace, quiet, and a wine-free Sunday free of Little Brown Bear. Pulls out a jumbo-sized bottle as well. God forgives, but Bear Be Gone doesn't. Yeah, I guess it goes back to France, yeah. I guess it gets teleported back to France. Wait for the Italian beef and Malhort. Oh boy, Alonso. Oh god. Okay, at least it was sack fly. Okay, still in a good spot. Still in a good spot. All right, next up, Commissioner Stephanie at the World Series alongside the Brat Pack. I'm ready to go. No, the stats only count for regular season. Same thing in the playoffs in the NFL. Playoff stats don't count to your total. So I'm not the time I go based on that, but I can't put Kobe in the GO conversation. Collapse warning. Here we go. That'd be insane, Jacob, if that happened. That would be just how the turns have tabled, as Michael Scott says. Yeah, Rams will take that. Yeah. All right, we are in Game 7 of the World Series. Here we go. Okay, baseball babies. It's top of the ninth. Blue Jays down by 1. I just tweeted the Giants lose and Real Kings were on to Fresno. Let's go. Terry Bradshaw does a stand-up improv during the commercial breaks. Meanwhile, next door in the luxury box, in the suite, the 4 kids are losing their minds. This chair is itchy. The lights are too bright. I wanted the Jays to be winning by now. This is so unfair. Why aren't they scoring? I told the Blue Jays to hit a home run, and they didn't. They hate me. They're not real Canadians. I command the pitcher to throw a meatball. I want to see a grand slam. I don't care if it's not my turn. Look, guys, you all need to chill. I already texted Commissioner Stephanie Rigger for the Jays. I told her I leaked DMs with that Yankees mascot if she doesn't. Oh, boy. Yeah, Dave, you became a Rangers fan? That'd make me furious. Yes, it would. Yeah, that's his best strength, definitely. Commissioner Stephanie is now standing on a table conducting an invisible orchestra with Ready For It playing. Yeah, of course, left for Bradshaw. That is insane. I thought Bradshaw was done after Super Bowl 48. Like, Bradshaw got sick and couldn't do Super Bowl 48. Like, he missed the pregame show for the Super Bowl because he got, like, sick. I thought he was done at that point. And here he is 12 years later still doing this. He should have retired 12 years ago. 2 minutes bonus coach in their game out commercial. Now, that'd be interesting. You can sort of get bonus coverage, just flip to red zone during the breaks. But let's take baseball electric, babes. Starting now, new rule. If the Blue Jays don't tie at this inning, they forfeit for the next 5 seasons, and Drake is banned from stadiums. Blue Jays reference a deep fly ball. It's heading toward the fence crowd's breath, and then suddenly, a Taylor Swift hologram catches the ball in center field. Stephanie rigs the game and has Taylor Swift hologram catch the ball. That's not fair. That's cheating. I'm actually with Caillou on that one. That is kind of cheating. Mommy, the Blue Jays lost on a hologram. That's not fair. Remember, throws a hot dog. This is the worst day of my whole life. He was good. Yes. But he was starting to lose it 12 years ago. He was really good back in the day. Back in the 90s and the 2000s, he was really good. Around the early 2010s, he was starting to fall off a bit. And then by 2013, early 2014, he was at the point of, like, you should probably retire. And they've kept him on for another 12 years after that. Yeah, when you have a stroke, you retire. For the most part. Didn't Teddy Bruschi have one? And he still sounds fine. I think it depends. It's a case-by-case basis. Like, I thought Teddy Bruschi had one. I demand a recount. This is a scam. I want to speak to the manager of baseball. Well, she was the one that did this. Called it. She's completely unhinged. Commissioner Stephanie's celebrating. And that's the game, baby. The Giants win. The Jays lose. Taylor Swift is the official MLB ambassador. And next year's All-Star game is in my backyard. Also effective immediately. Every team gets a dance squad. Ma'am, you can't just change the rules mid-game. This is going to cause it. You're suspended for life. Get out of my suite and never speak to me or Taylor again. Bruce is a player. I thought he got one also as a broadcaster. I thought he had a second stroke. Yeah, no, he had one on in 2019. Yeah, he had one in 2019 as well. Marv Shore plays Terry Bradshaw. He looks good for 100. You know, he looks very good for 100. Confetti explodes. The Giants are now the champions. I hate baseball. I never want to go to a game again. I'm starting my own league where I always win. Yeah, good luck with that, little princess. You can't do anything right. That's what happens when you have a stroke. 2019. Bradshaw. Well, I don't know if Bradshaw had a stroke, but he had something happened where he was sick and couldn't do Super Bowl 48. The Jim Jones retire for him. Yeah, and he needs to go too. Jim Morrissey, yeah, for his age, he also looks good. Yeah. Outside, good eye, Perdomo. Good eye. I feel so weird that the D-backs are actually playing for something. I'm like, what on earth? Like, we actually might have a shot. Yeah, Mitt Romney, he looks the same as he did when he ran for president in 2012. And honestly, you run for president, that takes 10 years off your life, basically. You age so much. I have seen the mugshot. Yes, I have. I have seen, yes. Just glad they got the guy. It took way too long. It took way too long to get the guy. It shouldn't have been that hard, but better late than never. Before I could do anything else All right, let's do another ChatGPT. You got Michaels. This is the last thing in the queue for now. There's backside. Ooh, that's good. Vargas, drop. Nope, that's back camera. Right, that's no alcohol. Yep. I mean, that's what I'm excited about. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna age, but I should be okay. Some of you were for life, unfortunately, yeah. At least for the next few, like, I get it for at least the next few weeks. Yes, probably, yes. Yeah, the FBI really didn't do anything. I saw the press conference yesterday. It reminded me of when Adam Gase introductory press conference with the Jets and he looked like he was, like, coked up. That's what that reminded me of. Like, that was a weird press conference. But I'm just glad he's turned in. All right. Next up in the Frazen queue. Here we go. We're in the studio. It's a special report. Welcome back to Frazen. Tonight, we're going to do a deep dive into the Ursuline Fighting Irish football program, or should I say, the Crying Irish. Because this is one of the wildest collapses I've ever seen. They start 2-0 on the field, it's dominance. But off the field, lawsuits, scandals, and opponents saying, oh, hell no. It's like watching someone win the coin toss, run back the open kick for a touchdown, and then immediately light the same on fire. Oh, so like Ohio State against Florida in 06 championship. From 2-0 to boo-hoo, as the Brat Pack cries about this. Let's walk this through just for people tuning in. Before the lawsuits, they were 2-0. Look competitive, and the lawsuits dropped. Serious allegations, civil suits, names in court. And the opponents reacted fast. Harding canceled, Fitch canceled, Cheney canceled, Akron canceled. Within days, the schedule looked like Swiss cheese. Their opponents vacated. Their games vacated. The OSHA playoff rules are clear. You need 8 games minimum. Once cancellations pile up, you're mathematically out. So you go from 2-0 to no season in less than a month. That's not bad luck. That's failed leadership. Wait, so if you go 2-0 then 0 games, does that mean the final record is 2 to infinity? Scholar, every time you talk, God kills a math teacher. Just shut up. And let's not forget, students went to the administration for help. They were told no. That's not a mistake. That's more with bankruptcy. He's alive. I know that. He's alive. You got administrators who are worried about the Friday night lights and the kids under those lights. They'd rather keep the scoreboard running and kids safe. That's not education. That's organized negligence. This is what disgusts me. Cheerleaders, marching band kids, student athletes who have nothing to do with the scandal, they all get punished because grown adults circle wagging to protect their image. You can't build Catholic values on a foundation of silence. It's not a program. It's a cult of denial. Find a child Ursuline right now, pull them out immediately. You don't leave your kids when people look the other way. I'm with you on that one. The Brat Pack also continue to cry. Appreciate you, NT. Yeah. I had to choose my words very carefully on that because it was more about the news itself, like the situation around the Panthers. I had to choose my words very, very carefully with that, and hopefully I did a good job. It took me a while to record that one just to make sure I was doing everything in a way that hopefully would get the point across while not being left-leaning or right-leaning or anything like that. Like hopefully I got that across with that. And that First Amendment obviously does not protect private companies. All right, mock press conference. Here we go. All right, let's do the Q&A. Why did you take the opponents to counsel before you acted? We were evaluating translation. We were praying everyone forgot. Why did you describe it as unfortunate circumstance instead of calling what it is? We remain committed to covering your butts with a wet napkin. You don't do good. Why tell players not to talk about it? For focus and stability? No. For silence and liability. The feed's cut out. Frank slams the bell. D-backs up 1-0. Let's go. Press conference over due to honesty. Appreciate you, NT. Yeah. Hopefully I got it. Hopefully I got it correct. Because a lot of people saying First Amendment on that. I'm like, you don't know what the First Amendment does. That has nothing to do with anything. So, hopefully I got the point across with that one. Meanwhile, we get Elliot and Mustaine doing some commentary. In music, if 2 gigs cancel, you pivot. If your whole tour cancels, you own it. These guys started strong and full like a cheap tent. A shame. But not really. In the middle, if someone screws up, you don't hide it, you fix it. If you don't fix it, you don't play. These clowns let a whole season die. That's not football. That's cowardice. Seniors, not even the rock stars think you're soft. Here's the reality. Seniors lost tape they need for recruiters. Band kids lost halftime shows. Cheerleaders lost competition. Innocent kids lost their season. And those kids deserve better. This is what leadership failed to grasp. Football is a game. Protecting kids is real life. You know what the scoreboard reads? 2-0 on the field, 0 leadership off of it. And the ministers let it happen? Yeah, they're not leaders. They're placeholders for clipboards. The kids, the innocent ones, they're the only ones who earn respect during all this. Cheerleaders, band members, athletes, uninvolved, they're the ones who should be celebrated. And of course, Tua should always be celebrated. But instead, they're just left holding the bag while adults duck questions. So, can the marching band claim a moral victory season? Only the victories are from your brain cells, Skylar, I swear. We update the logo. Introducing the Crying Irish. I already showed that logo of the leprechaun sitting down with tears. This is all that's left of your season. Enjoy it. Mascots are supposed to intimidate. This one begs for tissues. To the players not involved, the cheerleaders, marching band, you deserve better. But to the leadership, own it. Until then, you've earned every tear in that logo. And the Brat Pack continues crying during all of this. So, there you go. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, Michael. That was a good ChatGPT. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, $25 for It's Your Love at Karaoke. $50 for any song on the list. I have to do Jack and Diane. I have to do 7 Nation Army. 24 Karat Magic I'm posting later tonight. Or tomorrow. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow because I already did 2 videos today. I did X's and O's. You want to know. Last night I posted Sugar We're Going Down. I'll post 24 Karat Magic tomorrow. Jack and Diane and 7 Nation Army coming next week because I only got 4 in, which, again, I was not surprised by. So, with that in mind, guys, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Last call for anything in terms of the XP. Michael was the leader. I can't imagine what she's going through. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. So $20 going to Florida LSU. That won the bonus. And we'll do the 2010-5 bonus for the game. Again, the next game, Arizona against Kansas State. Last year, Kansas State blew out Arizona, did that game. This year, a little bit different in Tucson, and Kansas State not off to a good start this season. Or Samuel Jack and Diane in the 2000s. Oh, that's easy. That's Jessica Simpson. I think I'm in love with you. Great song. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. It's a great song. It's a great use of a sample, too. It's a great use of a sample. All right, so again, appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And I will see you guys in about 35 minutes. K-State, Arizona. And also, make sure you watch today's video on JG9 and JG9 News. We'll have a new video dropping tomorrow on JG9 as well, if all goes according to plan. And again, we're doing Wisconsin, Alabama tomorrow at 12, Georgia, Tennessee at 3:30. And in 30 minutes' time, we're doing K-State, Arizona, and we will decide after that game which game is you make the call. Florida, LSU, A&M, Notre Dame, Utah, Wyoming, or Vandy, Scar. It's a 3-horse race, it seems like. We'll see what happens after. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys in about 35